If you are the kind of person or biker who enjoys the street fightery kind of urban, cool looking vibe and helmets, well, just wait till you see this. But what is it, Beej? Well, it is the Scorpion EXO HX1 Carbon SE. Fill in your own S and E if you like, but I think it's probably going to mean special edition because the HX1 is a current model that has been out, I can't remember how long Chris, a year? 2 years? Okay, 2 years. Been out a couple of years, very popular with many bikers, and when you see the shape of this helmet, if you don't know what we're talking about, you soon will, and you'll go, ah. So, little unboxing for you though. Let's have a look, see what we got here. Okay, right, the first thing we have here, excuse the noise, is a peak. Okey dokey. And then we have the helmet, which I'm just gonna casually sling over my shoulder there for the time being. We have some destructions, we have some plates here, which we'll come back to later, no doubt. We have a pin lock, ta-da, and we have a clear visor. Clear visor in here. Well, what does that mean? Let's have a little look-see, shall we? So there's all the extra bits and bobs you get. Now let's open it up. Oh man, look at that interior. Right, hang on a minute. Okay, right. Let's try and do this in a kind of half cool way. It's not cool now, I'm just being a prat, but let's give it a go. Ready? Where's the mic? I'm going to up front be completely honest. I kind of always like the look of those, you guys will know what this is, those helmets in the kind of 80s and 90s with that kind of stormtrooper-y look. You remember the ones, technically don't think we're actually supposed to wear them on bikes, but that kind of shape, which is kind of echoed here in some fashion, I never really digged them at all. But come on, that is absolutely badass. They've just got it right. They've got the right amount of gold to the carbon, which looks absolutely lovely. And then, you know, even here, the detailing of the bottom is beige, but it works. And then look at the interior here. I'm getting ahead of myself, obviously, but I just think it's a really kind of brown interior. This is a proper SE edition of a helmet. And yeah, I'm blown away. Okay, a less schoolboy excitable look at this from the outside. I mean, obviously, apart from the big gold visor, which comes free in the box, by the way, you've got the carbon, which is really, really lovely. And then gold paint detailing here as well, that looks kind of very well done. On the side here, the visor mechanism, again, we have this really quite smart looking thing here. And you know what, this black part here adds a kind of touch of class to it as well. I don't know why, it's just all these tiny little bits. You've got the gold Scorpion logo there. You've got your kind of almost MX-y grille at the front here with the gold mesh grille underneath it. A kind of brass Scorpion kind of logo there. And again, we touched earlier on the interior, which is all kind of color matched to, I mean, I'm not even sure what kind of period this is trying to go for, but I suppose it's kind of sci-fi 70s in a kind of way. I mean, that's not a million miles off the truth. Oh my God, let's go, like, not Escape, you know, like, remember Escape from New York? Okay, do you remember all the cheap knockoff versions that would come out, and on the front of the VHS case, on the front of the VHS case would be like someone with a chainsaw or a gun, and I guarantee you something that looked a little like this, but nowhere near as cool. That's for sure. Wow, so let's have a look what happens when we pop open this beautifully lovely visor, and I tell you what, that is a very smooth opening right there. because the reason I've done that is because in here we have something they call, I think it's the speed view. Is that right, Chris? The speed view? Okay, which you think, ooh, what's that? Well, basically it is this. Ready? Okay, I did not do that right, so I'm going to do it again. So basically, I'll try and get hold of it properly. So basically, it's this. Ta-da! So you've got your Top Gun style internal visor, which you can put up and down really quick, hence speed view, see? Speed, view, through both. That works beautifully as well. And then look here. I love this kind of stuff. You can actually see the efforts they've gone to when you open the visor. So, I mean, how many helmets do you open up and see someone in, and it's that kind of leathery kind of brown? Very, very few. This is good. This is starting off in a very, very good place. Returning back to the vents, this one here at the front is actually permanently open. However, within the helmet, around about lip height, you will find a little thing which you can open and close, and that's how you open and close it. So it's not so much here, permanently open, so you're always getting airflow through. So if you want to close it, you just pop and it's done. On the top here, we have a 3-stage vent. We have closed, partially open, fully open. So it's on a slider here, you see. So however much you want to open is basically up to you. We have an exhaust here as well to let out all your nasty head gases, and then we have a bit of a giveaway because this helmet can be turned into something else. And with this here, this rather nice and satisfying popper sounding thingy there, I think you can pretty much guess what goes here. And what's next? What's going on? Well, this is part of the magnet system that they use when it comes to the visor and attaching it and stuff like that. So if you were to pop this off like this, you go, oh, you can feel the magnetism, and then ding, snaps back on. Okay, which is pretty cool. But it actually, part of this system does actually make it a lot smoother, and you're probably looking at this thinking, that doesn't quite look as smooth as it might be, and that's because we're taking it off. Hey presto magico, changio. As you can see, it is now in a kind of classic-y motocross kind of configuration with the speed view. Basically, once you've taken the retaining screws out of the gold visor, you pop them out, you unmagnetic it, and then you get the peak and you kind of magnetic that on, and then put those screws in there, and there you go. You have your kind of, I mean, it still looks pretty badass, right? Kind of cool and peak. I think I prefer it with the visor on, but that's just me. But there we go. Yeah, that's nice. And I think we have one more configuration on top of that. So let's crack on, shall we? Remember the plates that came out of the box earlier? Well, there's one here that is already fitted, and this is if you don't want the peak, you just want a pair of goggles, because peaks are for people that like peaks, and that ain't you. But anyway, here is the other option, and the way you pop this on is like so, like that, and then you pop it on, and you, oh, that actually went on a lot easier than it has been going on all the times I tried it just before we do it. It was like clonking. It was like, oh, that's satisfying to put on, but I think I basically nailed it then. That's what they call nailing it. Nailed it. So there you go. You are on like that, one this side, one that side, and you can put your goggles on, stretch them round, pop your goggle strap through there, and you've got your non-peaky, non-visory helmet, but obviously still with the internal visor here as before. Now then, inside here, again, we've touched on this a couple of times already, we have this awesome looking lining, and let's not forget the micrometric strap here, which is always good, because don't forget, the great thing about these things is that you can operate them with gloves on quite easily to loosen, undo, do back up, nice and easy. But what we do have in here is a quick wick lining, and it isn't just a quick, oh no, and it's not even quick 2. It's Quick Wick 3, the Revenge lining in here. So it's the absolute bang up to date lining that wicks away sweat and keeps you nice and cool and nice and comfortable. And even better than that is the entire shebang is removable and washable. So then you can refit it and have a lovely smelling helmet all over again. One thing I neglected to mention to you guys earlier was that this helmet actually comes pre-ready, or pre-readied rather, for the EXO communications system, which is also available for the Scorpion range, which is fabulous. A couple of other pertinent bits of information. It's 2 shell sizes that goes from extra small to double XL, and it's a Scorpion, which means there is a 5-year warranty. You don't need to do anything, sign anything, it's just there when you buy it. And if you do want some more information about this helmet, which in about 1 minute's time I'm going to very much enjoy putting back into my favourite configuration, there's only one place to go, which is bikerheadz.co.uk.